Hafa everybody, I'm Sabrina Solace Matanani and welcome to KUAM's special on the 2018 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year. It started out with 7 semifinalists and then cut down to the top 3. Jonah Gumataotao from Agueda Johnston Middle School, Maridel Perez from Maria Ujoa Elementary, and Valine Solace from 1M Guerrero Elementary. Let's meet them now.
Hafa day. My name is Jonah Mari. I am a teacher at Agueda Johnston Middle School. I teach 7th grade social studies, and I'm also an advisor for the National Junior Honor Society.
She's the best teacher and everybody likes her and she makes learning fun.
I think one way we can inspire students to love learning is to actually think about how they learn and how they would want to learn. So in my class, there's a lot of differentiation. There's a little bit for everybody. I try to think about my students in the special education program, my ESL population, at-risk students, visual and kinesthetic learners, and the list goes on. I also think about how I would want to learn. So sometimes I pretend I'm the student. What would be the best way to learn this lesson? I also think that learning needs to be relevant. It needs to be applicable to the real world. And so as teachers, I think we need to find techniques and strategies to break barriers in the classroom, to bring the outside world into the classroom and vice versa. And so as a teacher, I try to find ways to connect my classroom, my students to the community. I think a good teacher pours her heart out to her students each and every day, every single day. I think a good teacher champions the cause of their students, of all her students, not just the athletes, not just the high achievers, but the students that have problem socializing or the students that just need someone, that need some extra help. A good teacher is also reflective, is always trying out new ways in the classroom to improve student learning and the teaching, and then learning from her mistakes. So I feel like I make enough mistakes every single day, but I learn from them. Some students see me as a teacher, probably a passionate, a dedicated teacher. Some of them who need more support and guidance, they actually see me as a mother. So they call me mom. You know, some of these students, they need someone who needs to be that person, who needs to fill that void, you know. And also, if you don't mind, I'm just actually gonna read an excerpt. It's from my desk. I just found it this morning. One of my students just threw it in. So it says, "You're the best teacher. I love you." But what really stood out to me, kind of got me emotional, was she said, "I get a lot of drama for being myself, but at least I have you. You accept me for me. You're always there for me. You're kind to everyone. You're like a friend to me. The only time I could be myself is when I'm with you. To be honest, nobody accepts me but you." And it's such a timely letter because, you know, we're doing this interview today. So I thought I got kind of emotional just reading this. But these are the kinds of students that we have here at Agueda. A lot of them come from rough homes, poverty. They have a lot of turbulent lives. They live turbulent lives.
She deserves to be the teacher of the year because everybody likes her. They don't consider her as boring, mean. She's really nice. She has a confidence of teaching kids and making them inspired, you know, and a lot of kids like her. You rock this team!
Hafa day. My name is Maridel Perez, and I'm the gate teacher here at Maria A. Ujoa Elementary School. funny that I've been here since I was kindergarten, because this is my alma mater. So this is my 20th year of teaching, and I've been here for 19 years with 10 years in kindergarten and the rest in GATE.
She's fun and helps us learn a lot. We play games on that board over there, and then like we put stuff into competitions and stuff. So it's fun like that.
The projects and the excitement that I see from the kids when we start the projects, sometimes you can't stop them from doing the work. When the bell rings, they still want to stay, or they ask to come during recess or lunch, and I tell them I still have to eat my own lunch too. But their excitement, that's what I love the most, seeing them take a part of their own learning and take it on. I try to tap into their interests and try to relate it to their world and see that what they're learning now is really going to make a difference to help them become better citizens and lifelong learners. Of course, is number one, patience. They always say to be a teacher, you must have patience, although sometimes we feel like we run out of patience. But just seeing the children and the love that they have coming to school, extends that patience. The other one is to be resourceful. We all know that school budgets always have problems, and we don't always get what we would like to have in the classroom. We would always want everything from the best computer technology to all the books that are complete sets to the nicest box of crayons, but reality, really is we don't have enough money. So just to be resourceful, to reach out to the community and see what things can be recycled or reused, connect with colleagues to get more ideas. And the internet has made such a difference, connecting with people that are not even in your own island and getting ideas of lessons from them. So that's being resourceful. And the other one is just to be enthusiastic about your teaching.
I think she deserves to be Teacher of the Year because when we need help, she'll just she'll explain it to us in different ways, not just one way. Yeah. And when she teaches us, for example math, she doesn't make it in a boring way where a marker and all of the whiteboard stuff. She makes us play games and stuff.
Okay, another move.
Hello, my name is Solace. I am a teacher here at Washington D.C. Elementary School. I teach GATE, grades K through 5, and this is my 7th year teaching.
I like that she's encouraging and she's challenging because when I work, sometimes I feel a bit lazy, and then she just motivates me to do better. Because she says, "Is this your best work?" And I ask her, "Should I do more? Should I do less?" And then she said, "It's your choice." So I just try and follow my heart and do my best.
I decided to be a teacher because I wanted to make learning fun and meaningful for students to prepare them for the road that lays in front of them. I was inspired by many educators in my past, former teachers, and one teacher stood out to me because he made learning so enjoyable and so meaningful for me. He gave me the opportunity to make a choice in my education. And with those choices, of course, came a lot of success, but also a lot of failures that I've learned from. And I knew that when I decided to become a teacher, I wanted to bring that learning and teachings back into my classroom. The way I inspire my students to love learning is, one, I have to model and encourage a growth mindset. That is one thing that we struggled when I started teaching in the GATE program, is a lot of these students were afraid to show show what they can do. So I want them to put a lot of effort into their work. I also have to be very energetic. It takes up a lot of energy, but I love it. And I have to be enthusiastic about the lessons that I teach, because I feel if I'm enthusiastic about what I'm teaching and the lesson, they too will be enthusiastic with their learning and what they're learning. I personally feel that teaching is a mindset. Teaching is a mindset, and that I love planning out lessons. I love carrying out those lessons, reflecting on what worked, what didn't work, and if it didn't work, what changes can I do, and then redo that lesson with my students again, because if I didn't teach it the way I want it to be, I'm sure that they didn't pick up that lesson. I also love being a voice for these children. I love providing a safe and fun environment where they can come into every day feeling free to talk to me whenever they want to, or asking me for help. And most of all, what I love being about a teacher is that I'm able to be there to support them, whether it's on campus or off campus, because I realize that they might forget what I say in the classroom, the lessons that they've learned, but they will never forget how I made them feel as a person. And that's what I want them to carry on, is did I make them feel that they were special?
She honestly deserves that position. She works very hard, very supportive. She treats us as if we are her own family, her own biological family.
Let's hear now a special message from Guam Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez.
Hafa. As your superintendent, I want to welcome you to the 2018 Teacher of the Year Gala. Let me first thank the Foundation for Public Education and all of our sponsors who help put on this event every year and who allow us to celebrate another great educator in our community. Now, I am so sorry that I'm not able to be there tonight with you due to some important meetings being held with the U.S. Department of Education. But I wanted to be there with you to celebrate because teaching is important, and I know it's not easy being a teacher. In fact, in honor of all of you, I took some time before I left to put myself in your shoes and to try to do your job. And here's how it went.
After school, you mean?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm your substitute teacher for today. My name is Mr. Fernandez, and I'm here substituting for Ms. Palomo. So the first thing we're going to do is roll call. I'm going to call your name and just let me know if you're here. Kayona? Here? Okay, gosh, guys. Okay, let me try this one. Aaron? Aron? Balake? Balak? Blake. Okay, Patty.
It's over there, sir.
Capital D, capital S.
It's D-S.
You
spelled it wrong.
Hattie?
Hattie.
Alex? Oh, easy one. Alex. Jimenez?
Sir.
Jimenez. It says J.
Yeah.
Jimenez.
Pronounce it Jimenez.
Okay, this one's easy. Biryani. Biryani.
It's biryani.
Biryani. That should be an I. Biryani.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
No, this is a real thing for your teacher. This is Okay, guys. I'm reading Ms. Palomo's notes. It's time for you to turn in your homework.
What homework?
Sir, so I was gonna do it, but the power went out, so you know how that goes.
Sir, had a volleyball game, so I knocked out right when I got home.
Sorry, sir, my restraint my homework.
Sir, this morning I was using my finalists and it kind of spilled all my homework. Sir, I think I'm in the wrong class, so I didn't know we had homework.
I hope you guys know the definition to all of these words are going to be on your exam.
Why not? Right?
No.
Yeah, we get southern here.
Yes, can go, please.
You messing with what?
Or each other, or...
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Quit your day job.
So maybe it didn't go so well. Teaching is harder than it looks. Excellent teaching is nothing more than miraculous. The way you can engage students, spark their curiosity, watch them grow both academically and as a person. I have nothing but respect for all of our teachers, but especially for you, those of you who made it to the semifinalists and finalist rounds of this year's competition. You are the key to our department's success and our island's success. Congratulations. Good luck to all of our finalists. Have a wonderful time tonight. And thank you for all you do for our children. Thank you from me, from our board and our management team, and from the entire Guam Department of Education. Sizuas Maasi.
We're getting closer to announcing the 2018 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year, but first let's hear from the 2017 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year, Mabel and Kenko.
It was April 27, 2017, when the announcement was made that I was named the 2017 Guam Teacher of the Year. In my mind, all I can think about were the faces of my students and the faces of my colleagues that I had been working with. It was very real that this award was not just about me, but also about the journey that had led me to it and the different relationships that I have made along the way. I have been teaching for 12 years, and the credit for my success is not only owed to my mentors, colleagues, my students, and my family. During this time as Teacher of the Year, I have spent many hours reflecting on my why. My why for doing what we do together as teachers and professionals in education. Why is it that we do what we do each and every day for countless hours? Why is it that regardless of the daily challenges and unsaid silent struggles, do we continue to put our hearts and efforts into our profession? This answer was simple, yet intricate. Our students, our children, our future. And as educators, we truly understand the extent to which we give a piece of ourselves to each of our students and help motivate our colleagues. In my reflection, it is also very real that education is truly unique and not like other professions. Educators at all levels impact lives and make a difference. Over the past few months, I have had the honorary privilege to meet and have conversations with 55 State Teachers of the Year. We shared similar successes, similar challenges. We laughed and we shed tears of joy. Some stories prove to be more thought-provoking than others. Yet regardless, our experiences are one and the same, and our goals for being in education echo as one unique voice, even in different parts across the United States and its territories. Although we face challenging times surrounding education, it is easier said than done, but ultimately we never lose focus. I want to recognize and honor all teachers who were nominated in this year's Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year. As a nominee, you are highly respected and regarded as one of the most effective teachers on our island and are distinguished as one of our best. You are an impact and you make the difference. B.F. Skinner says, "Education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten." Assure that everything you have committed to and have contributed to in your classroom, your school, and in the community is with great appreciation and notice. Your students will carry a piece of you with them for their entire lives, and the future of our island community will reap the benefits. To the next Guam Teacher of the Year, I welcome you just as the ones before me did, as one of the esteemed Teachers of the Year that represent education on Guam. It is a creed of the Teacher of the Year that you are and will always be the 2018 Guam Teacher of the Year. There is only one of you and nobody can take that away. You will join generations of venerated Teachers of the Year as we continue our vision and advocacy for our schools. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." I hope and wish you the best of experiences and knowledge to be gained as you take the next steps on your journey as Teacher of the Year. You are a crescendo voice for all that you value and all that you do for the future of our students. Lastly, as a 2017 Guam Teacher of the Year, I want to extend a special thanks and appreciation to the Foundation for Public Education and the Teacher of the Year Committee. I cannot express enough gratitude and gratefulness for your unwavering support and commitment. With this, I think about what Maya Angelou says. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Your efforts to support all teachers impacts our students indefinitely. Dr. Kelly Sandman Hurley said, and I quote, "It takes a village to raise a child, and a village of advocates to raise a child who struggles." The Guam Teacher of the Year, the Foundation for Public Education, the committee, our teachers, and our department represent the voice of avocation as the village to raise all of our students and make the difference for our island's future.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the 2018 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year, Jonah Gumataotao from Agueda Johnston Middle School. Congratulations! I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so
much.
How does it feel?
I'm actually surprised, really. It feels like a dream. But you know, really, the glory doesn't go to me, it goes to God. Because I think He put me where I need to be. And also the glory goes to my school, Agueda Johnston Middle School. We have a wonderful faculty, we have wonderful students, and really, that was where I grew as a teacher at Agueda Johnston Middle School. So it's all for them, it's all for the kids, all for the school.
You know, I remember when we were doing the interview and you had read that letter to me from your student. And you know, from that moment, I knew you're such a wonderful teacher, the connection you make with your students and the impact that you have on their lives. So, I mean, is there anything you want to say to your students?
Well, they hear me say this every day, but I just want to remind them to always follow your dreams, you know. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you have a dream, you have a passion, just never give up, set your mind to it. And well, in my case, I'm not allowed to see this, but in my case, I always pray. I always have faith in God. So.
Well, congratulations. So happy for you.
Thank you.
And that's our show. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, congratulations. And now for the moment we've all